Lily. I am so excited to be here. So if you have watched Hometalk before, you have seen one of my lives. I am from Craftbox Girls. We are a website, an Apple TV app for all things DIY, but I'm also a Hometalk host. And so I love getting to come to you guys twice a month and craft and do fun things. And today we are getting ready for Halloween. So I've got 7 no-carve pumpkins for you. So they're all creative. Some aren't spooky, some are more fun. So I've got something for everyone. I like to say kind of it's a pumpkin for a personality. But before we get started, I definitely want to know where you're tuning in from. So I usually get people from all over the world and it makes me so excited. And then also, if you've got questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I also want to know, what no-carve pumpkins have you done? So I'm all about the no-carve these days because we're in Atlanta. As you can see, I've got no sleeves on because it's like 90 degrees here. At least it feels like it this week. So it's not fall yet, but it's hard to keep a carved pumpkin in this heat. So I'm all about no-carve these days. So please, in the comments, tell me what creative no-carve pumpkin ideas you have. Lisa is monitoring the comments, so she'll call them out, or if you've got questions, she'll definitely announce them. And she'll also tell me where you're tuning in from. All right, so to start, we've got 7. I'm going to demo 3 of them for you and then show you the other 4, and then you can always go to my Hometalk profile. The team from Hometalk is also watching, so they're going to post a link to that profile that gives you, there's a video in there, and then also the instructions for all the other ones. Okay, first up, we are going to make a magical unicorn pumpkin. So this one I have to say is for the girly girls, but I love this one. I want to keep it out all year round. So I'm actually recycling and using a pumpkin that I used before because we're going to cover it up. So you can see this one's got some old stuff on it, but it's okay. I'm all about upcycling and recycling. So first what we're going to do for unicorn is I cut out some foam eyelashes. Can you see those? Hope, who is behind the camera, will zoom in for us. So we've got some foam eyelashes. Cut these out. If you've got a cutting machine like a Cricut, you can use that, or you can just cut them out freehand. But I've got some hot glue, and we're going to glue these. I like mine to be facing upward because I just feel like they look happier. When they're closed, well, I like them to look closed. Looks sad. Okay, so I'm going to position them on here. Here's one. And if you guys have any questions, feel free. And also, remember, I want to know where you're tuning in from. Oops. Wait. Looks like we got them. Let's go ahead and pull this guy. All right. So we got one over here. And then, looks like I put this one on upside down. So let's go ahead and get him fixed. Lisa, do we got some fun people tuning in from different places?
Yeah, we have people from all over. We got some people from Texas, Kentucky, Alabama.
Oh, I love it. Hey, my Alabama people.
We've got someone in the Philippines.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so let me get this guy on. So I accidentally put him on backwards, so we got a little glue on the front, but we'll fix that then. We can come back in with the Sharpie. All right, so then you want to make little nostrils. So I've got just a teeny, teeny, tiny little brush here. All I'm going to do is just paint 2 little nostrils. Probably hard to see, but I'm just taking 2 little dots here, okay? And that's it. So, and we can come back in. Ladies, can you grab me a Sharpie? You got one over there? We'll come back in and fix his eye. We'll grab one from over there. Lisa can go get it for us. We got lots of people in the studio. So we'll fix his eye where we got some glue. It shows you that sometimes you make craft mistakes, right? Real people. And I put my eyelash on upside down. Thank you. And so we're just going to color that back in with a Sharpie, and you don't even see that there's a little excess glue there, right? Avoid that craft fail. I actually like when sometimes you mess up on camera because it makes you from a real person, right? Sometimes you make mistakes. Okay, so next up for our unicorn, the most important part is a glitter horn. So all I did was take a piece of glitter scrapbook paper and roll it up into a cone. So you can see it. I want to put my horn on first. So I'm going to grab some hot glue. And don't forget, guys, if you've got ideas for no-carve pumpkins, please, please, please post them in the comments. I'm looking for some more inspiration this year and some other fun things that I can do. So if you've been watching along, you know that I have my own little pumpkin that is baking. So I'm 32 weeks pregnant with a baby girl who's due in December. And so I'm looking for some fun things that, like this unicorn, I can actually leave this up, I think, all year round. So when we made this the other day in the studio, I said, you know what? This guy is going to stay up all year round. I think that this one is a really fun one. All right, so we're going to come back in, just add a little extra glue. Now, what is great about this is that you don't have to worry about the glue sticking out because we're about to cover it up. Lisa, we got any fun ideas?
Well, Dana said it's been, so she's from California, and she thinks this is a really nice distraction right now.
Oh, I like it. I know you guys are experiencing some wildfires and some crazy stuff. Okay. So we are praying for you. Okay, so got that guy? All right, so now our next step is going to be to take our ears. So see our little felt ears? We cut these out from foam. I'm going to show you how easy. Both of these. So go a little less than halfway up. We're going to do that on all 4 pieces because the unicorn has 2 ears. And if anyone has little girls out there, or even if I wasn't having a little girl, this pumpkin would be my all-time favorite. Everyone in our team is kind of fighting over who gets to keep these pumpkins when we're done with them. So what I'm doing is I just glued, and I'll show you so you can get a close-up on this one. Got it in there, Hope. So we're going to take the glue. And this is our longest pumpkin, guys. The other ones are super simple, but this one has been so popular on our site that I really wanted to demo the whole thing for you. So go ahead and fold that flap over, just like that. And that gives us our 3-dimensional ear. We're also going to do that with our white. So I use a little bit of a thicker felt on my white, just so that the ears would make sure to stand up. And we're going to hold that down for a second. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and multitask here. And guys, if you are loving this video, or you've got friends that are looking for no-carb ideas because they live in southern states where it still feels like it's 90 and carved pumpkins will not survive outside, share this video. Give me a thumbs up. It's Wednesday. I've been a little crazy and a little under the weather lately, so your thumbs up and hearts and sharing will make my day. Because you guys are awesome. I know that the Hometalk viewers are my absolute favorite to craft with. Okay, 2 pieces. What we're going to do, we're going to put some glue right here. And we're going to add this guy. Just like that. Set him down. And then we're going to do this one. All right, Lisa, we got some more fun places.
Yeah, we got someone from Niagara Falls, New York.
Awesome. Thanks for watching.
We got people in Florida. People are saying congratulations on your little
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. This is my first, so I appreciate all the well wishes and congratulations.
We're loving the no-carb.
Yes, no-carb is where it's at, and it's less dangerous, right? You don't have to worry about cutting yourself and all that jazz. Okay, so now we want to position our ears. I should probably put them right side up. Everyone's laughing at me. I have baby brain, guys. Sometimes you want to glue an ear on the wrong way. How do these look from the front, ladies? They look like they're about even? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more hot glue, and I'm just going to put, again, at this part, it doesn't matter if you see your hot glue because we're going to cover it up. So we're going to put our other one on there.
Ooh, you have someone from Norway watching.
Ooh, thanks for watching. I love it when we get people from all over the world.
And Ireland.
And Ireland. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You guys make my day. I love it. I look forward to these days when I get to craft with you on Hometalk because everyone's so nice and friendly, and you know, the crafting world, I'm all about positivity and sharing the love and ideas, and you guys, I think, are probably the most positive, awesome, happy audience I've ever gotten to craft in front of. Okay, so you see our ears, right? The lip semi-decent, huh? All right, so our next step is going to be to take paper flowers. So I already have all these paper flowers pre-made. We have been making a million paper flowers these days, and the ladies behind the camera are like, yes, we have. One of the things I'm doing with paper flowers is in the nursery that I am creating for my baby girl. It's a secret garden theme. So I'm doing an entire paper flower wall. So I have been making paper flowers, and I'm dreaming about paper flowers. But you can make these by hand. I have showed a tutorial on a Hometalk Live before on how to make paper flowers. So if you check out my Hometalk profile, or if you head over to craftboxgirls.com, we've got a whole bunch of different tutorials and different types of paper flowers. If you also have a Cricut or a silhouette, you can make these on there too. It's easier to make the smaller ones with a cutting machine, but no one says you can't do them by hand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually glue these on. So these are gonna be our unicorn's hair. So I'm gonna start with a few of these. Check it out. Okay. So, and remember, we want to kind of cover up our glue spots so that you can't see all of the glue. I'm gonna try and do this. I am not an expert crafter from the opposite direction. So that's why backwards crafter. Okay. All right, guys, and don't forget to share with me your no-carb pumpkin ideas. I'm always looking for some really great inspiration. Okay. So I'm just going to do the front of this guy's hair, and then I'm going to show you a fully finished one. But I want to show you how easy it is to kind of cover this up. We're just putting our flowers in place. You can kind of do these as you want. And then think about other things that you could actually add in. So I'm going to show you some little garland that we're going to put in. All right. Yes, we got a question?
Well, so a lot of people are actually asking where we're from in the craft room.
So we are in Atlanta, Georgia. So the hot South. Guys, you walk outside right now and it feels like a heat wave is hitting you. It is so steamy. I think it was like in the mid 80s, high 80s yesterday. It felt like it was like 95 degrees. So that is where we are. And remember, we've got this to cover up from our old craft last year. So remember, we're just going to come back here. This is what I like. Remember, think about the things you can upcycle. So if you have a craft that you don't love as much anymore, don't throw that pumpkin away. Make something new out of it, right? So I'm covering these guys up. And then
someone asked, where did you get the eyelashes?
So we actually cut those out of crafting foam. So you can cut them out freehand, or if you've got a cutting machine, it makes it a little bit easier. But either way, just get some inexpensive craft foam. It's at the craft store for like 99 cents. It's super inexpensive. So what I'm gluing under here now are just some little pieces of, actually, this is holiday garland. So we pulled this from our holiday stash of crafting stuff in the prop room, and we're going to add these on. Yes, ma'am.
So I just want to remind viewers, even though if you just joined in, you can watch the beginning of this later after it is finished.
Yes. So there, as soon as this finishes, there's a replay option, and then you can also fast forward through it too. So you won't have to watch the whole thing. But if you are just tuning in, I am showing you 7 different ways to make no-carb pumpkins. And we're on our first, but the other ones are super simple. I'm just spending a lot of time on this one because this has been my most popular pumpkin design of the year. We've got a video also on my Hometalk profile, and I know our friends at Hometalk are going to post a link to that. All right, I could sit here all day and do this, but let me just glue one more of these, and then I'm going to show you another one too. All right, so check this darling out. How cute is she? And then here's one that I spent obviously just a tad bit more time with, but I put some pearls in the center of these flowers too, just to add a little something to it. But if you've got time, but you can see how quick. Maybe you use felt or you use faux. So whatever your little heart desires, you just got to be creative with it. Okay, so that is pumpkin number 1. So what I'm going to do, and in case you're wondering, the little beads that we put in the center are these guys. You see them? As I'm dropping them, we have these all over the studio. They look like pearls, but they're faux beads. I think it was like something like 1,000 of them came in a pack at the craft store for like $2.99. All right, so I'm gonna put come up with a name.
like Uni?
I know, like what do I call her? I don't know, I've been calling her Uni for unicorn. Okay, so our next pumpkin, what should we do next? I think this is kind of one of my favorite wow ones, but if anyone has ever dipped anything with nail polish, let me know, because I love doing the marbling effect with nail polish. I think it's such a cool thing, and it looks really good on pumpkins. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put an extra piece of parchment paper right here on my crafting surface. So this is really important that you have parchment paper down for this one, because you've got to set your pumpkin somewhere. Now, I've got a gourd. Now, I'm going to do it upside down because my gourd doesn't have a huge stem, and all the ones in my grocery store didn't have big stems. So what I did was I took a corn skewer. Everyone's laughing.
Name requests for the unicorn.
Oh, can we hear them, please?
We've got Unica, Eunice, and Tina.
Tina! I love it. Thanks, guys. Keep them coming. And if you got some funny ones, tell us, because this girl needs a name, and I'm going to keep her out all year. So she's going to go in my secret garden of my baby's nursery, and I need a name to call her. I love it. Okay, so I'm actually going to dip mine upside down. So I took what is a corn skewer. You need to put corn on. You could do this with like a metal skewer or whatever you have. This is just what we could find. Put this in the bottom of my pumpkin. And then you want nail polish. We're going to do black and hot pink because I think it's fun. And you don't always have to go black and orange for Halloween. So this is from the dollar store. Guys, I don't know if you know, but the dollar store has some amazing nail polish. It works really well, especially for crafting and things when you're going to actually use a lot of nail polish. You don't want to use the expensive stuff, right? So go to the dollar store. And if you're just tuning in, we're on pumpkin number 2. And we are going to dip it with nail polish. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me your ideas. Taking names for the unicorn. We got questions?
Well, someone asked, how do you keep them all year? They're fake pumpkins.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that would be good to tell you. So this one is a faux pumpkin. So it's a crafting pumpkin at the pumpkin store. Hint, guys, the craft stores have these on sale right now. So because it's getting close to Halloween and they don't have any in stock. So I got this guy for $5. So it's a pretty good size. Now this gourd is not fake. So this one wouldn't last all year, but you can get some small ones of these. But all the other pumpkins we're gonna use, I think, yeah, all the other ones are faux pumpkins. So pick up those ones at the crafting store. Again, you can use them year in and year out. All right, so I wanna make sure we get a good close-up of this because this is like the coolest effect ever. First up, we are going to take our black nail polish and we're just gonna pour it on the surface, okay? So you want to be pretty generous with your pour. And then we're going to come back in with our pink. Now, here's the thing. You got to do this kind of fast. Nail polish actually dries pretty quickly on the surface. Take your pumpkin. And I don't know, really, can you see the top of that? Yeah? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dip straight down, go down pretty far, and then straight up. I'm gonna come back over here so we're over the paper, but can you guys see that? Ready? Hold on, I'll let it drip just a second. All right, let it drip off. And like I said, it dries pretty quick, but you also don't want to mess up your design. So I'm gonna take my skewer out. How amazing is that? So cool, right? Yes, question.
Nancy wants to know, is that water in the bowl?
Yes. Sorry, Nancy, and sorry to everyone watching. Remember, baby brain. Sometimes I forget to tell you steps. But yes, this is water. So make sure to fill your bowl about halfway to 3/4. Use something that you don't care about. This is just a plastic, like throwaway food container because this nail polish, excuse me, doesn't come off the rim. You're not gonna. You can reuse it for crafting stuff. Just take a little toothpick and get the nail polish off the surface, dump it out, but you can never put food or anything like that ever again in here. So how beautiful is that guy? So what we want to do then is take our parchment paper. Use parchment paper because your pumpkin won't stick to it, and let it dry right there. And then I want to show you some other examples. So again, here's another pink one, but I think this guy is possibly one of my favorites. Gold, how pretty is that? And then this one we actually just dipped from the bottom. So it kind of gets that little like smoky effect to it. But you just got to get creative with it. It's, again, totally up to you. All right, so we're going to get rid of our water. Let me give you some other tips of getting rid of this water really quick. And just go like this. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm getting that excess nail polish off the surface and around the edges. So I just kind of scooped up that excess. You do not want that in your sink. So kind of go through there. You're like fishing for the extras. And a lot of times I like to just throw it down the toilet anyways versus the sink. But you can kind of see I kind of scooped up all this excess, guys. And then it's ready to throw away. I just don't want you guys to have to take nail polish remover and get it off your sink because that's a pain in the butt. All right. Next question.
Shelly wants to know.
Hi, Shelly.
Could you let it dry and dip the bottom?
Yes, you could. Oh, you can let it dry. It dries pretty quickly. Don't ever wipe it off with a paper towel. Let it completely just like air dry. But yeah, you can always go back in and dip the bottom. You could do it in dual colors. Again, it's up to you to get creative. Okay, so our next one is so super easy. We are using a faux pumpkin again. We're going to use Mod Podge. If anyone doesn't know what Mod Podge is, it is just a glue sealant. It dries clear. It's great for crafting. And then we're going to use cocktail napkins. So who doesn't have some excess cocktail napkins laying around? And I like this one because it's fun. It doesn't have to be creepy. Take your cocktail napkin and you want to unfold it. While I'm doing this, Lisa, are there any cool, fun places?
We have someone from the West Indies.
Ooh, awesome.
Let's see, where else? We have Florida, we have Bermuda, Colorado, Connecticut.
I just got back from Bermuda. That's where I went on my baby moon. It's amazing. I want to live there. I'm so jealous of you. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. Keep telling us where you're watching from. Also, again, don't forget to share your ideas. What I just did here while I was yapping away was pull these two pieces apart. So what most cocktail napkins have is a double layer. So it's actually doubled. You want to actually pull that back layer off and disregard it. Now, you can glue as an entire napkin, but what I prefer to do is cut it in fourths and just do and we're going to go ahead and paint our Mod Podge right on our pumpkin. So you can be pretty liberal with, or excuse me, pretty generous with this. Go ahead and just brush it all on there. Remember, it dries clear, so that's a great part about this crafting glue. Okay, so we've got a good amount on there. Now we're going to come in with our napkins and we're going to go ahead and just press this guy down. So simple and easy. I chose polka dots because it's an easy repeating pattern. And then you can also come back in over the top of it. So you can actually glue down. Doesn't look like it's sticking. Come back right over the top. Be careful, napkins are pretty thin so they can rip easily. But I like Mod Podge again because it's clear, right? And easy. Think about other ways in which you can do this. I'm going to show you another example in a second. But we're going to add another piece of napkin right here. If you guys are just tuning in, a reminder that, oops, see, we still have some of our 2-ply on there. A reminder that when this is over, you can watch the replay. It takes just a few minutes for it to show up, but you can watch the replay and you can also fast forward through the replay. So if there's, you know, a specific pumpkin or idea you didn't see at the beginning, or if you want to know about Uni or Tina, we've got lots of names that came in from the audience on what to name our unicorn.
Petunia came in.
Petunia. Oh, Petunia's so cute. I like that. You can actually then just go back to the beginning and watch that. And also, I've got the tutorial for all these. There's also a video on my Hometalk page, or my post, that shows you how to make Petunia or Tina or whatever you want to call our unicorn. Okay, so you guys kind of get the hint or the finish this off. So once it's dry, what do you do with this, guys? Well, what we did was we cut out letters. So B-O-O. Put our B on it. Hopefully it won't be super crooked. We're just using our hot glue. Now, some of you may have stickers. Stickers would work just as well. B-O-O. All right, Lisa, we got a question?
We do. Someone wanted to know what kind of napkins and where do you get the fun napkins from?
Yes. Okay, so these are just regular cocktail napkins. I am a collector of cocktail napkins because I love them. So let me tell you some secrets. Okay, Swoozies, if you have a Swoozies in your city. If not, they have a website. I think it's just swoozies.com, S-W-O-O-Z-I-E-S. Has really awesome ones. You know who else has really awesome ones? Home Goods. So, and they're cheap. So if you have a Home Goods, where they have them in Home Goods is right when you're checking out, and they have you wait in line at the register. They have a whole bunch of different cocktail napkins, and they're always super inexpensive. So I always like to pick them up all year round. I even get them when they're out of season because I know I'm going to use them. I like to always put out cocktail napkins for a party, and then use them for fun things like this. Yep.
Someone wants to know if the Mod Podge would hold the letters.
So here's the thing with Mod Podge. It would hold the letters if it's thinner paper. So this is a really thick cardstock that we use, so I like to use the hot glue because it'll definitely hold them on. Now if you're using a thinner paper letter, yes, the Mod Podge will hold it. So what you would do is just put it, actually dual put it, so put it on your surface and then also put it on the back of your letters and then stick it on. You can also put a coat over the top. I'm just worried because this is really thick paper that it actually wouldn't hold. So something fun, you can just take, I took some curled ribbon, just kind of put this guy. Ta-da! We've got another one over here. Dual pumpkins. This one's got some different fun colored ribbon. But this is a party pumpkin, right? I like this guy because he's different and he's fun. Do we have a funny comment over there? Because Lisa's laughing.
Elizabeth said, do you think that pumpkin would work using the pieces of newspaper? Stay tuned.
Oh, just you wait. Who's it, Elizabeth?
Yep.
Elizabeth, just you wait because you're about to see something. So remember, there's 7. So we just did 3. I'm going to show you the other 4, and then you've got to go visit my Hometalk profile to get the kind of how-to to do them all. But I figured you could get some inspiration. So our next one is, drum roll, Elizabeth, it's with newspaper. So we took newspaper and did the exact same technique. So we use Mod Podge, exact same way with pieces of newspaper. And then same thing with this one. You can use stickers or you can cut out your letters. We cut them out with cardstock because we didn't have stickers. And then I just finished it off with some tulle and some ribbon and then some of these fun spiders. If you have those spider rings for the Halloween, cut off the ring part and they become little decoration pieces. You can get like a giant pack of those at the dollar store for $1. I use them for all sorts of stuff. So that is the next one. Elizabeth, you almost spoiled it. But simple and easy. You can use all different types of materials. See if we can get them all in here. The next one I wanted to show you is, this is probably one of my absolute favorites. Can you get it if I put it right there? So this is a faux heirloom pumpkin. I absolutely love heirloom pumpkins, not only for Halloween, but for the fall. They sell these at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Joann's. You can get these, and then what I did was I picked up some faux flowers and some moss. These are actually faux succulents, and built this really pretty arrangement right on top of my pumpkin. Again, I just used hot glue to attach it, but this for me is a table centerpiece. So I keep this on my dining room table all the way through Thanksgiving because I think it's just such a pretty arrangement. So this guy, I love him. I want to keep him out all year, although pumpkins don't really go for Christmas and Hanukkah and the holidays. But this is probably, if you're looking for something upscale, I love this guy. We've got tons of tutorials on how to make him. Okay, next one. So this, I like to call him my like nuclear toxic pumpkin. But we made this guy doing something really cool. So Martha Stewart has out a new marbling agent that just came out recently in the past few months. And what you do with the marbling agent, come between here so you can see me. What you do with the marbling agent is you mix 2 different colors. So on this one I did black and orange. And then you just let it dry and it kind of drips down the side. So this is kind of nuclear and toxic and fun. I think this would be a fun craft for guys. You can get this on Amazon or at Michael's. So, and wait, I've got one more. Okay, last but not least, I know that some of you hate glitter, but I love glitter. And I can have a glitter bomb. So we glittered this pumpkin. So this is also a faux pumpkin. We painted it first with actually this pink chalk paint. So over our pumpkin and then just sprinkled glitter all over it. So I don't know about you guys, but this is like a dream for me. Some of you are probably freaking out at me like, I hate glitter. I'm sure at least there's probably some comments where people are like, I fear glitter. Well, if you don't fear glitter, this is an awesome one. A way to stop your glitter from spreading and getting everywhere, take a clear sealant spray or hairspray and spray the outside of it. That will hold your glitter on and you will lose less glitter. And that is my 7 pumpkins. I think that's it. Let me see if I can get this guy down here. So if you tuned in late, I'm just going to tell you which ones we made again. And then you can always go back and rewatch the video and see how to make these. So number 1, which is my all-time favorite. So this is the unicorn pumpkin. We got a bunch of name suggestions for her. Petunia, Tina, Eunice. We got them all. But unicorn pumpkin. Again, the link to my Hometalk page is posted in the comments. You can see a video for that. Then we have our faux heirloom pumpkin. So this guy, all you do is just put faux flowers on top of him and arrange them and glue them on with hot glue. We demoed how to make a nail polish dipped marble pumpkin. So all you need is water and some nail polish and pumpkin for that guy. This we just talked about. So this is our pumpkin pour with our Martha Stewart marbling, our toxic pumpkin. And then also, so we've got our newspaper pumpkin, and we also did it with napkins. So you got both ideas, just Mod Podge and a little bit of newspaper or napkins. And then last but not least, our glitter pumpkin. So 7 different no-carve pumpkins. I know you guys spent a lot of time with me today. Thank you all for that watched the whole time, or if you tuned in late, I appreciate you every time. I love being here on Hometalk. Make sure to come check out Craftbox Girls Facebook page or visit craftboxgirls.com. We've got lots of fun Halloween and fall crafts and recipes for you. And then make sure you check out my Hometalk page. I'm posting lots of cool stuff there as well. And then there is another Facebook Live late tonight. I believe it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button when the video ends, because not only will you get to see the other crafts from me, but all the other awesome Hometalk hosts. So there are some really talented people. And coming on this journey, I'll be giving updates on my next Hometalks on what's going on with baby girl, talking about the nursery, and all kinds of fun stuff. But that's all I've got for you today. So I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.